Welcome to Garden Land, your ultimate destination for all things gardening and outdoor living. Today's topic is Aquaponics is a food production system that couples aquaculture with hydroponics, whereby the nutrient-rich aquaculture water is fed to hydroponically grown plants. As existing hydroponic and aquaculture farming techniques form the basis of all aquaponic systems, the size, complexity, and types of foods grown in an aquaponic system can vary as much as any system found in either distinct farming discipline. Fish, plants, and microbes are three main components of aquaponics, and microbes play the bridge role of converting fish waste to plant nutrients. The three major types of modern aquaponic designs are deep water or raft, nutrient film technology (NFT), and media-based bed or reciprocating systems. The media-based grow bed is a hydroponic trough filled with inert substrate serving as root support and microbial substrate. The water is commonly supplied in an ebb and flow pattern, ensuring sequential nutrition and aeration. The DWC system consists of large troughs with perforated floating rafts, where net plant pots are inserted. In the DWC system, these plant pots are generally filled with media, such as rock wool, cocoa, or pumice that support the roots, which are then continually submerged in the water tank. The nutrient film technique, NFT, consists of narrow channels of perforated squared pipes where the roots are partially immersed in a thin layer of streaming water. History. Aquaponics has been said to have evolved from relatively ancient agriculture practices associated with integrating fish culture with plant production, especially those developed within the Southeast Asian, flooded rice paddy farming context and South American Chinampa, floating island, agriculture practices, Khmers, and Junga 2015. In reality, historically, fish were rarely actively added to rice paddy fields until the 19th century, Halwart and Gupta 2004, and were present in very low densities which would not contribute to any substantial nutritive assistance to the plants. Chinampas were traditionally built on lakes in Mexico where nutrient advantages may have been supplied via the eutrophic or semi-eutrophic lake sediments rather than directly from any designed or actively integrated fish production system. Morehart 2016. Baquedano 1993. Aztec-cultivated agricultural islands known as Chinampas in a system considered by some to be an early form of aquaponics for agricultural use, where plants were raised on stationary, or sometime movable, islands in lake shallows and waste materials dredged from the Chinampa canals and surrounding cities were used to manually irrigate the plants. South China and the whole of Southeast Asia, where rice was cultivated and farmed in paddy fields in combination with fish, are cited as examples of early aquaponic systems, although the technology had been brought by Chinese settlers who had migrated from Yunnan around 5 AD. These polycultural farming systems existed in many Far Eastern countries and raised fish such as the oriental loach, swamp eel, common carp, and crucian carp, as well as pond snails in the paddies. The 13th century Chinese agricultural manual Wang Zhen's book on farming described floating wooden rafts which were piled with mud and dirt and which were used for growing rice, wild rice, and fodder. Such floating planters were employed in regions constituting the modern provinces of Jiangsu, Zhejiang, and Fujian. These floating planters are known as either Jiayin or Fengtian, which translates to framed paddy and brassica paddy, respectively. The agricultural work also references earlier Chinese texts, which indicated that floating raft rice cultivation was being used as early as the Tang Dynasty, 6th century, and Northern Song Dynasty, 8th century, periods of Chinese history. Live components. Many plants are suitable for aquaponic systems, though which ones work for a specific system depends on the maturity and stocking density of the fish. These factors influence the concentration of nutrients from the fish effluent and how much of those nutrients are made available to the plant roots via bacteria. Green leaf vegetables with low to medium nutrient requirements are well adapted to aquaponic systems, including Chinese cabbage, lettuce, basil, spinach, chives, herbs, and watercress. Freshwater fish are the most common aquatic animal raised using aquaponics due to their ability to tolerate crowding. Freshwater crayfish and prawns are also sometimes used, as they excrete nutrient-rich feces. There is a branch of aquaponics using saltwater fish, called saltwater aquaponics. There are many species of warm water and cold water fish that adapt well to aquaculture systems. Nitrification, the aerobic conversion of ammonia into nitrates, is one of the most important functions in an aquaponic system as it reduces the toxicity of the water for fish and allows the resulting nitrate compounds to be removed by the plants for nourishment. Ammonia is steadily released into the water through the excreta and gills of fish as a product of their metabolism, but must be filtered out of the water since higher concentrations of ammonia, citation needed, can impair growth, cause widespread damage to tissues, decrease resistance to disease, and even kill the fish. Although plants can absorb ammonia from the water to some degree, nitrates are assimilated more easily, thereby efficiently reducing the toxicity of the water for fish. Ammonia can be converted into safer nitrogenous compounds through combined healthy populations of two types of bacteria: Nitrosomonas, which convert ammonia into nitrites, and Nitrobacter, which then convert nitrites into nitrates. While nitrite is still harmful to fish due to its ability to create methemoglobin, which cannot bind oxygen, by attaching to hemoglobin, nitrates are able to be tolerated at high levels by fish. Thank you for watching Garden Land. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more gardening tips, plant care guides, and outdoor design ideas, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update.